Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. Okay, y'all, this is the Craft Your Stash. He is risen, so that means we're going to be doing crafts that pertain to, Jesus and the resurrection and stuff like that, and crosses, and we all look like we're in tombs. And I thought that was kind of weird because I just noticed it after this has been on our chat for the longest time, and I guess I just never paid attention to it before. But anyway, make sure that you check out the playlist and the host. By the way, the host is Tasha with Sunflower Tasha DIYs and myself, and our guest host is Jessica, the busy housewife. So they will be linked in my description box, of course, and let's get started. For the first one, I have this piece of wood because I always got wood in my stash. And then I have this cross that I've had for I don't know how many years, and that ring wreath form that I can't even find those anymore. So I'm going to take this chisel thingy, majigger, I don't even know what it is. But I got these at the Dollar Tree, and they actually didn't work too bad. I was shaking my table about off the desk it's under. But anyway, in case you didn't understand that, I have a desk, a long mission desk, and then I have a hollow door sitting on top of it, and that's my table. So yeah, but anyway, so I was pulling it off. I'm gonna take the biggest ring. I thought the medium would look okay because it would stay more balanced, but nope, we got to go bigger. Go home right here, buddy. So yeah, so I have to dig that crevice out. I'm trying not to say crack so much, but it's just a habit because that's what it is. Look, there's a crack or a crevice or indention or whatever, but I got to dig that out real good because you'll see. But I'm going to take, and I'm trying to point to get something. I don't know what I'm after. I'm dancing with music and swaying to I don't know. I'm just going at it, ain't I? I don't know. All right, yeah. No, I put that on. I didn't use it. But I used golden oak. I did not like that dark walnut on this wood. I don't know if it's the type of wood it was. It was just pine, but it just looked so weird. So I put some twine around the bottom of this so that it would have some stability to go down, and you could see where I dug that out quite a bit, and yeah, it fits good. So you can use floral foam if you don't have that digger thingy or anything to get this out, router or whatever. And you could use floral foam and then poke your wreath thing back down or down in that floral foam, or set your floral. It's hard for me to say that word over it. But anyway, and I'm unnecessarily doing this, so I'm going to stop it. Okay, so I've got these flowers. I got dogwoods from Walmart that I got actually a couple years ago. I don't think I got them last year, and I want them to go around the ring. And then I've got the other ones that I'm going to do something else with. I'm just going to take my wire cutters, and I'm just going to cut these off. Now, there's little ones on the side, and then there's one big one. I'm not going to cut the big one, just the little ones that are thinner and hanging off the sides. Okay, what I was going to do was take this jute and go around the whole circle wreath form thingy, whatever, and then I'm going in between my flowers. But I ended up taking all this jute out because I didn't like how bulky that it was getting and how it looked. So I'm going to add my flowers just like this, but instead of using jute, I'm going to use a piece of floral wire. All I'm going to do is take it and pinch it around real good, and then start wrapping the wire around, and it's not extremely tight, it's kind of tight, and then I'll maneuver it around my flowers. So I'm going to put my other one in and go around it, and just go all the way up till I like it. Y'all know how I do my florals until it looks good to me. So yeah. Now all I did was I didn't show it, but I took a ton of hot glue and put it in that crevice that I made, and put my jute down in there, and the jute helps hold it because the wire is going to be more slick. And then to get it more even for my cross to fit on there, I've got these 2 paint stir stick pieces, and I'm just going to use Titebond and hot glue and glue those down. And then I'm going to use Titebond Quick and Thick and hot glue again and glue my cross on there. And that just makes my cross go on a little more even, and it's not wobbling back and forth, so it's more stable. So yeah. And now, I didn't want to use floral foam in the first place, but I'm going to end up using floral foam. So I'm going to take, if y'all don't have one of these cutters from the Dollar Tree, oh my goodness, go get you one. It's nice. So I'm going to slice me some floral foam up and set that on there. And actually that piece didn't stay there. I had to put it down lower on the white piece, not the stain piece. But because once I started poking my flowers in, it fell off. I'm just being honest with y'all. So I'm going to put my flowers in and just arrange them until they look good to me. I'm going to put 2 on that side. I end up changing it up. So, and then I have these things from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to stick them in. There's where it fell off. So I glue it to the bottom. See? The bottom run. I just had it going too far. And when I get done with that, then I will fill it in with a little bit of green moss to hide my floral foam. Okay? But I'm just going to do this till it makes me happy. Well, obviously, I'll show you that in the final reveal. So, I got this frame that I thrifted at the thrift store a long time ago. I've had it in my stash. And I took it apart last year to do something with it and never did. So, I've already got the canvas off. I'm just going to cut around where the frame was. And that is going to be big enough piece to put right on the back. That thing, this was a well-built frame, and that thing was so hard to get off. I remember doing it last year. It's probably why I didn't do nothing with it. I probably got mad and put it to the side and just didn't do it. But anyway, and then I have this cross from Walmart, and it's by Plaid. And I'm going to peel my stickers off. My music, it must be a really fast song, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to take that staple out. They always have these staples in them. So I'm going to use my staple remover and easily pop that thing right on out of there. And then I am going to take my Waverly wax and I'm going to stain my frame, and I'm going to stain just the one part of this cross. So I'm going to, sorry about my head. Y'all didn't even brush my hair. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I'm going to take this brush, and it's a stiff brush, and I'm going to put wax on and then wipe it off. And then with the frame, I'm just going to apply the wax with a baby wipe because it all looks the same. See, I'm wiping off my hair. I got to skip past this, y'all. Okay, I just wanted to show y'all that I'm taking that wet wipe and some water. I'm trying not to get my head in here. And I'm just giving this canvas just a messy coat of stain. It don't even matter what it looks like because we're going to cover it up anyway. So now that my cross is painted white and stained, ain't that pretty? It's just pretty all by itself, I think. But anyway, my fingers are disgusting. I don't know why I had to show you that. But I'm going to take these transfers. I bought these last year and I rubbed them on some white eggs. And yeah, I'm so sorry about my head. And I'm just going to lay these down. Y'all know how rub-on transfers go. You just stick them down, rub them on, and then peel back as you're rubbing, okay? My head's going to be all in this, so I'm not going to show it. But you know how to do transfers, okay? Just like that right there. And I'm going to do that all over this cross. Isn't that so beautiful? Brenda did this from Rustic and Lace, and I missed a whole spot when I stained it. But Brenda did this at Rustic and Lace, and it looked so beautiful. It wasn't the same kind of cross. And then Kathy Jo copied her and did one, and I just loved it. And I knew I had these transfers in my stash, and I said, well, I'm going to do this when I have to do the He Is Risen collab, you know, so here we are, and I love it. Thank you, Brenda. It was a beautiful idea, and yeah. So now I'm just going to take this twine, and this is Dollar Tree twine, and I'm going to put a thin layer and go around there. Now, when you get to the end, just cut it exactly where it needs to be and put it on there. And when you put your twine on, smush it up to that cross part so that you don't have any gaps. It looks a whole lot better that way. Ain't it pretty? I love it. So now I am going to, I'm going to put Super Matte Mod Podge over that to seal that. And it don't have any shine or anything. Now that that's dry, I'm going to put a good amount of glue right there. And y'all use a finger thingy. My hands don't feel anything anymore. So yeah, I can do this. But you need to protect your hands or use something to put it down with, like a silicone spatula or something like that. But anyways, I'm just going to take and go down the side, and I'm going to pull it kind of tight. But when you rub it, it just kind of gets tight. So I'm just straightening it out. I was going to iron it, and I thought, no, I ain't even going to iron it. I'm just going to glue it down here, and we'll be fine. And we were fine. So seal it all the way around, and then cut your excess off. Now, I'm just going to take my handy dandy little stapler here and staple this down. I messed up the top, so when you staple one side, make sure you got it on straight for one thing, and then pull tight when you're stapling it on or gluing it on, whichever you want to do, and it will straighten it out where you don't have no swag. You don't have no swag in there. You don't have no sag in your canvas, so that way it gets tight. See, I'm pulling just in the middle, and then I'll go around and pull the edges. So there it is, and ain't it pretty? I love it. And I'm gonna take tacky glue. No, I'm not. What is it? Oh my goodness, what glue was it? I'm gluing flowers down here. These are just flowers I had in my stash. What was that glue? Fabric tack. I used fabric tack in the middle and then hot glue around the edges. Oh, I'm losing my mind. And these, I'm just trimming the little things off and using hot glue and popping them right down on that burlap. It is so pretty. And y'all, this stands up all by itself, but you can put a hanger in the back. I did not put a hanger in the back, but it stands up all by itself. I didn't like it being all brown because it just matched in with the burlap, so there it was, and I'll show you that in the final reveal. This one's just easy peasy and cheesy. So I took one of these plates I had in my stash. I got them for DIYs last year and forgot what in the world I was going to do with them. But I had these transfers, and what in the world is the resurrection without a lamb, right? Because Jesus died for our sins, and he was the lamb that was crucified for us. So we're going to put a lamb in this. And I'm just going to take Mod Podge, and apparently too much Mod Podge, and I'm going to go around here, and I am going to Mod Podge my little doily that I got from Hobby Lobby down. And I'm just going to just carefully tap that down with that Mod Podge brush and seal that down, and then let that dry. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, this had my nerves in a tizzy because these things are super, super sticky. I got these from Amazon, and they're also super shiny. That's why I put on this little shiny plate, because it's not gonna matter. So I cut real close so I didn't have as much sticky, because yes, I tore my paper. Y'all, my hair is getting on my own nerves. I can't believe I didn't do my hair. I'm so sorry. I was in a hurry. But anyway, I'm going to take my tweezers, and I'm going to try to pull this up, and it does pull my paper doily just a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. You can't tell. I had to rub it down a little more. Usually you can stick them down with your finger and rub them with your finger and they work, but see my paper that came up? It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to put it back down. It's all good. It's all good. I do not ever want to do that again. Not on paper. But ain't it cute? It's so pretty. that white lamb don't show up very well, but it really does. And when you're looking at it, not on camera, but when you're looking at it, you can see the lamb. So I'm going to take this bow and I'm going to put it in the top of the plate. Instead of putting a bow on it, I'm just going to put a bow on it. And then I'm going to take this one and rub on transfer it down there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Since this thing is so lightweight, I just glued a piece of burlap tied or jute tied and then put tape over it. And here is my final reveal. Y'all, thank you if you are still here for sticking with me. I totally love all of these, even the little plate. I just think they came out so cute and so beautiful. And this, I'll show you now the distressing that I did. And all I did was just take a distressing brush and rub white around the frame. I did not do the inside of the frame because I did the cross, is the reason why I left the inside of the frame like it was. And there's that cute little plate. Ain't it cute? Now you can see the lamb. It is so darling, ain't it? I think it's so cute. And then that right there is just, it's beautiful. It's stunning. Oh, I took one of those yellow birds that I always use, and I give it a coat of gray chalk paint, light gray chalk paint, and made a dove. Yeah, sure did. And put a dove right on top of them flowers right there. And I threw some dogwoods down there to blend them in, and then there's my Bibles I did. I'll try to remember to throw that video up in the corner somewhere or something if I remember it, but anyways, I just think these are so pretty. But remember to check out the playlist in my description and the other host, Tasha. You're going to love their videos. I'm sure they're very creative and talented. So remember that you are a blessing. Goodbye.